All right, so I decided to stop and see my friend Anne at the Discovery Shop in Akron. And we are in her office, so excuse the backdrop, but this is where the magic happens and the leadership happens. We have been friends for, hmm,
I've been here 16 years.
okay, I was
You
going to
walked
say,
in
I
probably 16 years
I
ago.
walked in 16 years ago. So this is my friend Anne, and can you just tell them basically a little bit about the Discovery Shop
Sure.
and what happens here? How
Okay.
does the magic happen?
Oh, it takes a village. All right, so we are not just the Discovery Shop. We're at the American Cancer Society Discovery Shop, owned and operated by them. We are a store full of donations. And I always like to say it's community oriented. It's community donations that come in the back, community volunteers that run it all day, and it's community that comes in and shops. Everything that we sell, all the revenue goes to the American Cancer Society. And I know that he's been trying to get me to say what that money goes to, and 100% of it goes to the American Cancer Society. We do have to pay overhead, we have to pay rent, those kind of things, but we provide, when somebody calls here, because there's not an office here in the area, we let them know there's a 1-800 number that they can call. It's our national call center, and they're open 24/7, and they can answer all the questions. We have Road to Recovery, which people get rides to and from their treatments. We have Reach for Recovery, which was just recently renamed American Cancer Society Cares, because previously it was focused on breast cancer, and now they're looking at all cancers. And what ACS Cares does is kind of match you with a mentor who has gone through the same type of cancer you have, and they can help you navigate through the procedures. One of our biggest things that is local here to the Cleveland area is Hope Lodge. And Hope Lodge, people don't know so much about it, and Ronald McDonald House is something everyone knows of. So I always like to compare it to that. It's obviously very different because it's for cancer patients and their caregivers, and you have to be 40 miles away from your treatment. But if you're receiving treatment in Cleveland and you live in the Akron area, you can take your caretaker and yourself and have a place to stay there. There are all kinds of programs. It's not just research, it's the programs and services. Not only do we want to find a cure for cancer, we want to make people comfortable during that process, and we want to prevent cancer from happening, so we have a lot of educational programs as well. So I could go on and on about that, so I'm going to stop.
But, well, I wanted you to cover that. And the one thing that I asked you, which I had not known before because I was raised to, as you met my mother,
Yes.
Several times, I was raised to be kind and be thoughtful of others. And when I donated here or did one of the events or helped you in any way, I did ask you, like, if someone were to come in and spend $10, how does that help, or what does that do, or if you can give just a general, so people understand that if they come in and they purchase something, what happens with that money? What happens?
It doesn't matter if you just purchase it. If you bring a donation in, that is value to us too, because we can sell it. But with the revenue, as he's talking about, he's going to put me on the spot here, and I'm not going to know. I'm not going to know exactly, but in the past, and things always change. I can't even tell you what date this information came to us.
Yes.
But there is a flyer that we print out, and it has $5 goes towards this, $10 goes towards that, and I'll be lying if I say $10 goes towards a mammogram, but specifically there is a list of things. So whether it's $5, whether it's $10, there's always something that's helping an individual. And I'm sorry, I don't have an answer for you.
It's perfect because I brought in things that, like I had said, sometimes I'll purchase things and bring them in. Like I showed you this already and off camera, so everyone knows that a state that I was in Canton, I told the lady, I said, if I take some things out of it that I want, I'll donate the rest. And there's this giant box of like costume jewelry and watches and brooches. And then on this side, I had told her these were gifted to me. They're amazing, amazing, comfy, amazing artistic tops. They just don't physically fit me. So I wanted my excess to become someone else's necessity in a way.
Absolutely.
And I don't think that you can put a number or a price tag on that. I just don't think it's fair. So I think anything that people do, and then there's this one, because of course I loved this one too. And I just told her, I said, spring colors, it's the perfect timing. Is there anything in donations that you don't necessarily take? Or what do you, maybe I should say, what do you look for? Because when I've had, like the estate sale, and the art that came here, and the decorative arts, useful and utilitarian are welcome. So is there anything that you would specifically say does really well for you?
Oh, yes. So 80% of our business is women's clothing. We are growing a men's business, and I'm very excited about that. We're going to expand it here, hopefully this month, by the end of April. And we're like a mini department store. We have a little bit of everything. We do great with women's accessories, scarves, hats, jewelry. Jewelry is a big one for us. And that's pretty much how Jason and I met. He comes in and helps sort our jewelry and goes through it. And he's done a couple of events with us here that we've been extremely grateful for because he has a huge following.
Thank you for mentioning, because I was like, I don't think I'm going to bring up like what I've done. Because I was like, I like to do it quiet, but then again, like, my face was on it as well, because I wanted people to come local that had followed me for a long time at the estate sales.
And they did.
And they did. And they showed up in droves. And then I told her, I said, she's like, well, how do you want to work it? And I said, I don't want to touch a single dollar. And I said, I want it to go through the register. So my mom came down and helped, both. And that was great. And I did say that somehow, some way, I have lost my vision of charity and giving back. And I told you that about a year ago, I had mentioned that I felt like I wasn't doing enough. And I don't know if we can ever feel like we do enough. But
he does. He does so much.
But I look at your hard work, and I cherish what you do, because then you're in charge of how many volunteers here? Let's talk about that.
Okay, so right now we have 72 volunteers. At one point when I started, we didn't have too many, probably 25. We ended up with 125, and then COVID hit, and there are doors of opportunities, and that was an opportunity for people to, decide to leave and not come back. And so we have built up to 72 volunteers. There are not always 72 people here because we have snowbirds. Everybody in Akron goes south for the winter.
It's true.
And they're on the schedule. I'm working on April's schedule, and I saw one is coming back this month. Another one's coming back in May. So we are always looking for volunteers. And you can volunteer in shifts. You can volunteer. I have a volunteer recently. She was a librarian, and so she loves taking care of the books. And she comes in for 2 hours a week, organizes the books and CDs and DVDs. And the funny thing was, I told her, I said, you know what? When you come in next week, they're all going to be messed up, and you're going to do the same thing over again. So what we do here is the definition of craziness, because we do the same thing every day, expecting different results, and we never get them.
Well, you got to chase that dream, you got to chase the goal.
Yes. So we try to, I guess more recently, and it's a new direction for me, is to capitalize on people's skills. If they were marketers before, they're helping us with marketing. I have 3 people who actually work in jewelry now. And I have a lady who comes in and she cards. She can't stand. She wants to sit and do things. She cards every one of our pins and earrings. So that actually helps us move jewelry much quicker. We have people that price jewelry. We have people that put it out. I have a retired department manager from O'Neill's, if you can go back that far, and she merchandises our jewelry cases. So
she does an amazing job. I mean, an amazing job. And what Ann was trying to say is she wouldn't put me as the Walmart greeter up front. She wouldn't do it. as we laugh. But I do want to publicly thank you for all that you do, because it's an awful lot of work. And I know that, I've seen you over the years, and your passion has not changed at all. I would say if it has, it's gotten stronger, because I don't know if that's humanly possible, but as I look at your desk that's completely loaded with some of the most amazing treasures, she's got some amazing sterling rings, some amazing sterling silver earrings. So if you're local and you love vintage jewelry and you love it priced right, please consider coming in. Do you want to give them the address of
He's
of
so
the
smart.
store?
See, I told him he
See?
had to prompt me
No,
for all
I-
these things. So, 1690 West Market Street. We're in the Westgate Plaza, in between the Eye Opener and Pizza Hut. And so come on out and see us.
Yes.
And if you want to donate jewelry as well, we are happy to receive that too. We treat everything with respect, you guys.
It's true.
So they are
It's true.
gifts, and they belong to someone else, and they have a spirit that goes along with that merchandise. So thank you if you do donate. Thank you if you come in and shop. And he did mention in regards to volunteering, just ask for an application when you come in.
And it's just that easy. I have got to tell you as well, in my years of being here, your staff has always been friendly. They've always been welcoming. They're so helpful at the register. And if you come in and there's a line at the register, just be patient and give them a moment, because sometimes they do get incredibly busy. You did say off camera that one of your events that just happened was the fashion show.
Yep.
Like at the Akron Women's City Club. So there are events to be followed as well. How do they find out that information? Is it on the website?
For the events outside. Okay, so with the Akron Women's City Club, they hosted the fashion show, and we provided the models and the fashion, and we set up a pop-up boutique there, and they put it on their website. They put it on their members newsletter, their email list. We also posted that on our Facebook page. Please join our Facebook page. That's pretty much the biggest way we advertised everything going on. I think it's important for you to know. I'm gonna jump off the events for a moment and let you know that the last 5 days of every month, we do 50% off the entire store.
They do.
You don't want to miss that, because those are the best deals.
It's true. And you get rewards points, by the way,
Oh my
which she
gosh,
hasn't
yes.
mentioned, because as a customer, I love my rewards points. And I used to get the cards and I'd give them out. So I'd get my rewards points. And then to get new customers here, I would give them my cards and say, hey, by the way, you get $10 off. So go use this. And then they would come here and they're like, how did I not know about that place? And I'm like, I don't know, it's amazing. And
It is amazing.
It is.
We have people come off
It
the
is.
street who have lived here for 19 years and
yes,
still don't know
and
we're here.
still don't know. Yeah,
So, yes.
it is amazing. So if you're in the area in Akron, Ohio, and you want somewhere to shop, I know that there have been some YouTube viewers who have been here, because I did see some YouTube shorts from some of my friends on YouTube that have actually been here, and they didn't know that I lived like very, very close. And it's interesting to see that it is a very small world. And the one is from New York. And she actually came here and she did like a video short of it. And I was like, oh, she's in my store. But anyways, I really do appreciate it. If you don't mind, could I just do a quick, not necessarily the back room, unless you want to show that, but where the magic and the sorting happens, but just on the way out to the main floor. And then can we walk around a little bit in the store?
You're going to see a very messy store right now, because we just came off our 50% sale. So we have holes, and what the volunteers have been doing today, we have salespeople up front, we have processors here in the back doing jewelry, we have processors in the other area doing clothing, and so they are working on filling the racks again.
And the store is never a mess. I have never seen this store a mess. And if you want to talk about the queen of staging and the queen of color stories and the queen of the window up front, yeah, staying late and having a lot of help here as well. But you've put a lot of love and passion into this place, and I do want to publicly thank you. I do. And I don't know why we're sitting so far apart. I don't know. I don't understand it. So thank you very, very much. And all right, so we'll pause, and then we'll go walk through the store really quick, and maybe do a little bit more. And I don't know if my camera's gonna cooperate, because it looks like my little arrows to turn around are not there. So we might have to figure this out, but I'll pause right now.
All right.
We're already laughing.
I know.
So all right.
As we try to figure out how to explain what we're doing out on this floor, I just want to tell you that our hours, first of all. Okay, so our hours for shopping are Monday through Friday from 10 to 5 and Saturday from 10 to 2. All right, we have different donation hours because it's based on the availability of the volunteers, and donation hours are, got a pen ready, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 10 to 4, and Tuesdays and Thursdays 10 to 3, and Saturdays 10 to 12. Okay?
Here, we'll
So
sit this way.
now we're going to give you a little tour of the store here.
Yep. And then also, if they can see, obviously, so much jewelry here.
Yes.
And they're restocking and feverishly putting a ton of stuff out like they always are. And then when we go back this way, and we'll move back in just a couple seconds. Can you tell them briefly how the clothing is kind of displayed?
Absolutely.
Okay, so we'll go back that way.
About 5 years ago, we switched how we did things. Before, it was all by color, and we always did classifications. So we have, as I said earlier, 80% of our business is women's clothing. So we have 2 racks of small tops, 2 racks of medium tops, 2 racks of large tops, and a plus size rack. And then we have an entire rack of activewear. We have a rack of sleepwear. We separate things by classification. So we have long dresses, formal dresses, and everyday dresses. We have skirts, we have blazers, and they are all sized. Everything is sized here. We have an accessory area, so all that flows, the scarves, the hats, the jewelry that's on one wall. We try to make it as easy and convenient for you to shop.
It is super easy the way you work at this. It's just amazing. She has really consolidated down the art of shopping and the art of staging. I'll tell you, this is just amazing. I'll pause and we'll move back. So here we are, we're back. And go ahead and cover the rest of it.
All right, so you can see from the screen that there's very much depth here. We're about 7,600 square feet. We are, I said 80% clothing, but I don't want to make you think that's all we have. We have a lot of home decor. We have an abundance of art. There's oils, there's watercolors, there's prints, there's just all kinds of art. I keep buying it. It's really hard to resist. But anyway, we have a home area too. I'm going to let him scan.
Yep, we're going to scan over this way just a little bit and try not to get any shoppers on film. Go ahead, Ann.
All right,
Fill them
so
in.
We have all kinds of home decor. We have platters, we have vases, urns, we have dishes. If you're setting up a house, if you need a gift, we have great wine glasses. We get Waterford, we get Costa Boda, we even have the League.
Wow, that looks so full back there already. And I mean, just to have the sale and you're already stocked and ready to go.
Yes.
So
yes. We get things out on a daily basis. We do not put new things out at the end of the month for the 50% off. We just try to clear out everything, and then, but other than that, the rest of the month, every day, merchandise goes out. It comes in, it gets processed, it goes out.
all right, give me a hug. We're going to call it. This
All right.
is what a pleasure. What a pleasure you are. Thank you for everything.
I'm
Thank
glad
you
he
for
came back.
everything. So here we go. Just like she said, if you're in the area, please stop and support this place. And
Absolutely.
we really do appreciate you watching. For now, goodbye.
Bye.